Rachel Nichols did a sit down with Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady, and basically was asking them a whole bunch of questions about one-on-one, their history, how they wish they would have played together, etc. And they asked him about James Harden and his streak and his, the 30-plus games, the 30-plus or 25-plus or more, and can that style of ball win a championship? Kobe automatically said no. But I love the way Kobe said no. He didn't fall into the trap that the media leads you into speaking negatively about somebody. He explained himself, and he said that, teams like when the ball sticks in one guy's hand in the playoffs because they know how to defend it or they know what to expect and they could scheme and game plan against it. And the funny thing about it is Kobe basically invented that style of play where it's just, I'll say Jordan did it before he got Pippen, then Kobe maximized that whole style of play. Remember when he had Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, and stuff like that. Kobe knows that doesn't work because he tried it and it won't work. And, Stephen A. Smith made a good point about how it wasn't really a shot at Harden, more of a shot at D'Antoni because Kobe was coached by D'Antoni as well. And we all know that when he was coached by D'Antoni, that team didn't really do great. And Kobe had to do a lot of hero ball just for the Lakers to make the playoffs. Remember, Steve Nash got hurt. Sometimes Dwight Howard would be hurt. So it was rocky road when D'Antoni was in L.A. And, guys, D'Antoni quit on the Knicks. He quit on L.A. I'm surprised he hasn't quit on Houston yet, but we'll wait for that. But if you do the history, he quit before anything could happen to him. Anyway, back to the regular schedule program. So, immediately when I first heard the quote, I was just like, oh, man, that's negative. Like, oh, he's taking a shot at Harden. He's hating because Harden is doing the 30-plus games. Then you really got to think about what he said. Kobe didn't start winning till he started trusting his teammates. And the ball started touching everybody's hands. So, in L.A., things didn't really click between Kobe and Shaq till Phil really sat them down and gave them, here the ins and outs. Like, this guy got to get the ball. This guy got to get touches. This guy got to get a certain amount of touches. There'll be, certain games where Kobe wouldn't shoot. He wouldn't take a shot, etc. And he was pouting. But later down the line, when Shaq left, he understood, hey, I can't be Superman or anybody else. I just got to be myself, and I got to trust the guys to knock down that shot when I give the ball to them. All that makes sense. And it really is true that style of play might not win you a championship. I'm not going to say it never will. I'll just say 99% it won't. That 1% still holds out, but 99% it will not, due to the simple fact that during the regular season, guys are so used to watching you do your thing and then waiting for spot up. When it's for the playoffs and you probably not doing your thing and other guys have to step up, it's a problem. That's where you end up with 27 missed threes in a row or whatever the case is against Golden State in Game 7 and on your home floor. Because guys are so accustomed to watching James Harden and Chris Paul do their thing when it was time for them to score. Besides Gerald Green, because I say Gerald Green, he stayed ready. That man stayed green lit ready. If it was 2K, he'd have a green light over his head all the time. That man be making out of bounds 3-pointers. But overall, all the other guys, from Ariza at that time to PJ Tucker, they can't hack it. Therefore, that style cannot win. One man cannot beat five. And the way that D'Antoni runs everything and the mileage and the minutes that James Harden is playing, that man playing basically 40 minutes a night. Game's 48 minutes. What is he getting? 2 minutes of rest? Not to mention all the dribbling and getting to the foul line. He doesn't score easy. All that stuff you see, he makes it look easy. It's not easy the way he does it at all. He just makes it look easy. And in the playoffs, where things intensify, teams might pick you up full court. They might double, might not double. They might sag off a poor shooter and just over a course of a series, he has to beat us instead of you. Stuff like that, that's gonna get tiresome. So, Kobe's just staying obvious. He's just staying facts because he knows that he tried that style and it didn't work. And you know, I like what he said. He said you got to keep your team's head above water. Just tread water. Just tread water. Just tread water. You know, but what happens when you can't tread anymore? What happens when it's time to, you know, instead of treading, you need to swim that 10 miles. And that 10 miles is the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. When it's playoff time and you need to swim that 10 miles, you're going to drown because you've been treading so long and you haven't had any assistance from anybody else. So, for real, I think Houston has to really up their, they got to make a trade or they got to tailor their offense so everybody could get some touches. So everybody could kind of go off from here to there. Because in the playoffs, if you just keep relying on one or two guys to dribble out the ball out of the air out of the basketball and win you a championship, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because even, let's just say, the Rockets do get past Golden State. There's no guarantee that they're going to get past somebody in the East, especially if they have to play Boston or Philly. Boston is just as thorough as Golden State. So it's like, it'd be one thing to beat like a team like Golden State in a series. That's one thing. You got past them in a series. But if you got to play another series against a similar team that's just as good as you don't get what I'm trying to tell you. That's like playing against, you know, Michael Jordan one-on-one, then all of a sudden, you remember that Gatorade commercial where Jordan playing one-on-one against his younger self. Then his older self comes out after he beats his younger self. Like, that's the kind of competition that the Rockets are facing. So they have to adjust their offense and their philosophy somewhat. Because, like Kobe said, that style of play is not going to win. Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.